All right, ladies and gentlemen, my camera cut off, so I gotta, I gotta now break this up into not one video. Now I gotta break it up into two videos because my camera cut off on my ass. So, like I was saying, if you go and if you ever have this happen to you, a lot of the guys who be thinking they can get some pussy, they think that because they smash two girls, three girls, four girls, five girls, a lot of times it's because these are women from their past. You get women from your past, and when you get women from your past, they think that because they smashed two women, three women, four women, five women, six women, seven women from their past, they get the pre-assumption that somehow makes them think they're the man. And you're not the man because that's women that was from high school. You know, back when you was in high school, you was trying to holler at these females and they gave you fake phone numbers, fake email addresses, blew you off. And you see, when you become the man, because you wasn't getting no booty for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and if someone wants to be a smartass, 20 years you didn't get no booty from these females, you're what they call sex crazed. You're what they call starved to death. You know how some people tell you, I'm a make breakfast, but their stupid ass make you wait 3 hours for breakfast, and all of a sudden it's 11 o'clock, and you like it's only one more hour before it turns 12 p.m., 12 noon, and it'll be time for lunch. Remember that? Remember that? When you was hanging around your auntie and your cousins and shit, and all of a sudden you'd be like, why is it taking you 3 hours to prepare breakfast? Well, imagine a female taking not 3 hours, but making you go 3 years and you ain't getting no booty. That's what I mean by sex crazed, sex starved. You're being starved out for sex, basically. You want lunch, and they make you wait 5 hours for lunch. And you're like, what is the point of you making me wait 5 hours for some lunch? It's different when you're on a job and you have to work your job before they can give you a lunch break that's 30 minutes or a 1 hour lunch break. Imagine a woman make you wait 5 years to have sex. So 7 years gone by that you're being starved out for sex. And then you want dinner, breakfast, lunch, now you want dinner. They make you wait another 5 hours for dinner. Now you add up the math in your head, 5 plus 5 is 10. And then you look at the other three, that's 11, that's 12, that's 13. So that's why I said 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and for those that want to be smart as 20 years, 25 years. Guess what? You go that long of a period, and then these women go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you know why they go on there? To find a person like you to be what? A beta male provider, the sucker, the punk who's gonna take care of her and her bastard kids because she effed up. And since she effed up, she needs somebody like you. And here's you. Oh yeah, I'm the man. I'm about to put it down. But then you come to the realization that, you know, this woman has put on some weight. You know, this woman 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, 500 pounds. She got 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids. And she got like 5 different baby daddies. And you keep getting into fights and arguments with these baby daddies because they mad because you got you a little taste of that Baskin Robbins ice cream. Yes, you heard what I said. Baskin Robbins ice cream. And since you got a taste of that ice cream, what's the only logical thing for them to do to you? To mess with you, to threaten you, to give you death threats. And this is if you're messing with black women a lot of times. Some Latino women, not all black women, not all Latino women, but you got some black women and some Latino women that you went to high school and college with 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. And when you see them, doesn't matter if she have big breasts and a big butt, you still want to get with her. So you get with her. But you don't realize the consequences that awaits you. And then you start to regret why messing with a woman from your past. So when you get around 30, 31, 32, 33 years old, that's when those women be trying to hit you up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, go on classmates.com, because they effed up. Now that I explained that, now let's get to the guys that player hate on guys that are in great physical athletic condition. Now, when you go to the gym, I don't care if it's 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, UFC gym. I call it the UFC fight gym. I don't care if you go to 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, Club Onyx, UFC, LA Boxing Gym. I don't care if you go to the gym in Venice Beach. I don't care if you go to the YMCA or Planet Fitness. Being in athletic shape is being in athletic shape. Going to the gym is going to the gym. If you get a car, get in the car is getting a car. If you get an apartment is getting an apartment. You get a house is getting a house. So that should make some sense for y'all. Now, the guys who be asking you stupid questions like, why do you save $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000? This is the most important part of the video. So you might want to get a pen and paper and write this down, because this might go kind of too fast. And you might say, Alex, slow down. I can't catch all of it. And then you got to rewind the video 5 to 10, maybe 15 times, because you heard something that happened to you, but I wasn't slowing down in the video for you to catch it. And then I have to repeat myself in this video, and then in the next video, and then in the next video, because you might go in the comment section and say, yo, player, you broke some stuff down, but there was this one thing I was trying to hear in the video, and you went too fast. Because it happens in my other videos. And people comment on my other videos and go, yeah, but I want you to talk about this more. And it's like, wait until I get to that part of the video. Now, if you get attacked because you want to save $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000, or even $20,000 of your own money, it is primarily because you have some people that are jealous at the fact that when they get money, no sooner they get the money, they spend all their money on bullshit that's not going to help them have a better future. Now, when you save your money, it's because you want a better apartment or a better house, or you want a better car. And sometimes to get a better job, you might have to relocate and go to another city, another state, to another school to finish your education before you stopped. If a man start asking you why you're trying to save $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, or even $20,000, some cases $30,000, $40,000 of your own money, there's a good chance he's probably a male feminist. And what I mean by male feminist, he's so pussified and a punk that he will attack you just because you're saving money and not spending money. Now, there are some cases where you go to the mall or to the movies and you hang out with your best friend because you only got 1 or 2 days off from work, and you be like, oh, let's go to a nightclub. No, man, I don't want to go to no nightclub. Well, let's go to the bar. I don't want to go to the bar. Well, let's go see a movie. Well, I don't want to go see a movie. There are cases where that happens, and you be like, let me get this straight. You want to hang out, but you don't want to do anything fun and exciting that involves money. Now, in that type of case, the person's lazy and the person has a problem. And then you might have no choice but to distance yourself from that person. So it's one case where that person gets attacked because they're saving $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 or even $20,000, and they just don't want to spend no money, period, and they get attacked for it. Then there are times where they could do something, they just don't want to. That goes in the category that they're lazy. They waste your time and they waste their time. So they waste time and then they waste your time. So if I were you, if you had a friend like that and he don't want to have no fun whatsoever because he's miserable, I wouldn't say don't not be his friend. What I would say is put some rules and some boundaries in place to let him know, hey, when I get days off from work and we ain't going to the gym and we ain't playing no ball and you just want to sit here and talk about problems, take your ass home. That's how you handle that. Another thing that happens when you be trying to get days off from work and you want to go to a restaurant, but your homeboy complains that the travel distance is too far, as in 15 to 30 miles too far, or some cases 50 miles too far, same rule apply. If you meet your best friend, and it doesn't matter if your best friend lives in South Bay, doesn't matter if he lives in Torrance, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, and he starts complaining about the distance on where you want to eat, whether it's McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, Panda Express. If he starts complaining and say it's 15 to 30 miles too far away from where I live at, this is what you tell him. Well, you have a choice. You can either hang out with me or you can just take your ass home. That's why I said you gotta start putting some rules and some boundaries in place. Because a lot of people, they get too comfortable where they live at, and then they think you're supposed to kiss their ass because they live in a place that's luxury and shit, but then they forget once upon a time they were in the same situation that you were in, and they forget about that fast, that quick. That's what happens a lot of times. Now, if for some reason you get attacked because you're in athletic shape, you know, you got broad shoulders, big arms, nice firm chest, you got them love handles in check, and you looking mean and lean and cut and ripped with the six-pack abs, and women are giving you that look everywhere you go, there's a good chance you are well on your way to becoming the man. And you'll get guys rolling their eyes. You'll get guys pointing at you. You'll get guys saying, why do you go to the gym 2 to 4 times a week? Why that many times from week? There's a good chance he's a male feminist. Or as guys in the hood, because I get accused for talking white. I'm gonna bring that up in the video pretty soon. But guys in the hood call that being a bitch. You know, if any man question why are you taking wavy protein, why are you drinking amino acids to make your muscles bigger and stronger, there's a good chance he's a male feminist, or as the hood would call it, being a bitch. So if they attack you because you like to do cardio, you like to do weight training, you like to bench press and leg squat and deadlift 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, and you're trying to be a bodybuilder or a weightlifter or a power lifter, or you're competing in the Olympics or the Junior Olympics, or you're just trying to get in shape to play basketball and football, and they complaining, why are you buying wavy protein? It's a good chance he's a male feminist. It's a good chance he's a bitch. Because no grown man is supposed to question you when you go to the gym to get into athletic shape. No grown-ass man is supposed to question you if you save $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. No man is supposed to question you if you're trying to get from an apartment to a house. No man is supposed to question you if you're trying to go from riding the bus to finally driving a car. No man's ever supposed to ask those dumbass questions. And when they do, it's because they hang around a bunch of women that's feminists, and they have adapted that mind frame, and they have that mentality, illogic way of thinking, and then they come around you with that toxic crap, and then they try to conform you. That's when you start to realize why I'm surrounded by a bunch of men that act like bitches. A bunch of gutless cowards. You have to actually ask yourself that question. Now that I got that explained, now let me get to the best part of the video. The entitlement. Because this was a complaint that a YouTuber who makes his own YouTube videos complained about. He complained and told me that there's certain big name YouTuber whose name I won't say, but he has his own radio podcast. He loves to drink a lot of alcohol. Now, he has a real name, but we can't use his real name because he doesn't know this video is being made. We don't have his permission. But he got into an argument with him because he said, because I'm a man, I should be entitled to all the booty that's on planet Earth and the galaxy, basically. Now, about that, if you're not rich and famous, if you don't have money, looks, and status in that particular order, if you're not from a scale from 1 to 10, and I mean this, from 1 to 10, if you're not at least a 7 or an 8 as far as physical attraction is concerned, as far as money and status is concerned, you do not get to have an entitlement. Entitlement is for people that's rich and famous, or close to being rich and famous. If you have an average 9 to 5 job and you work at McDonald's, you can't be working at McDonald's saying I want Beyonce. That's not gonna work. You can't work at Foot Locker and say I want Scarlett Johansson. It's not happening. It's not going down. So for those guys who have best friends that think they're entitled to everything because I'm a man, ask them a question. Are you rich and famous? Are you a multi-billionaire? Are you a multi-millionaire? Do you have your own business? If they take 30 minutes to answer one question or two questions, that means they have no business being self-entitled in the first place. So that we fix that problem. Now let's get back to the sex, because that's what you wanted to hear in the first place. Now, what's the difference between messing with women of the next generation and women from your past? The women from your past are going to have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids in some cases. And even though you smashing women from high school and college, you're still going to end up pumping and dumping those females because you don't find them physically, sexually attractive. Yeah, she might have a big butt, but she's fat. She may have big breasts, but she's fat. And the only reason why you banging a chick that's from your high school or from your college 5 years later, 10 years later, or 20 years later, or 25 years later is because she have a big butt and some big titties. She might be 200 pounds. She might be 300 pounds. She might be 400 pounds. She might be 500 pounds. But you're only doing that because you're sexually frustrated. Now, the women from the next generation, you're supposed to look for females that are virgins. You're supposed to find you a young girl who hasn't been corrupt, who doesn't know what rap and hip hop is, and that's the female you're supposed to go to. You're not supposed to go get a female that goes, I don't like sex. Any woman who tell you she don't like sex, do yourself a big favor. Kick her ass to the curb. Don't care if you find her physically, sexually attractive. I don't care if she has a big butt and some big ass titties that you like. If she starts talking that feminist crap, kick her to the curb. You may not like doing it, and they may call you an a-hole, but you need to do it because it's going to be toxic. Now that I straightened that part out, now the type of females you should be looking for are girls not necessarily supermodels or fitness models or booty models, more like females that you know that when you see them, you can have a nice, great time with. A girl that you can take to the bar, a girl that you can take to the nightclub, a girl that you can take to your house, a person that wants to meet your friends and family. That's the type of girl you should be looking for. Now, I know it's very rare, but that's what you're supposed to be doing. If you get a girl that has a look that I want to have fun, I want a taste of your McDonald's McLovin, that's the type of female you should be looking for. Not the female who sits here and argues with you because she thinks she knows more than you. A lot of times these guys be telling you, I'm going to go date me an older woman. You're supposed to have sex with an older woman. You ain't really supposed to try to learn from an older woman. And when you do learn from an older